And this was the original piece that I had written, so my family that got that reaction from Drew. So tell me if you think his reactions are appropriate. 2 days before I sent this, my body dropped its weight, and I understand now that was never a coincidence. An old friend of mine has tattoos of animal teeth on her back for each family member. She got the wolf's tooth from me. I asked her why she picked that animal. She said, I always seemed like a very alone person to her, and when I was really hurt, I'd retreat to my den, and then she told me about the why wolves howl. She said they roam until they need help, or are lonely or in danger, and then they howl, and wolves come together to form a pack. She also told me that they howl, to sing about how a wolf is a wolf and the moon is the moon. I am the wolf that never howled, never felt deserving enough. I die every time. 6 months ago, I wrote a piece talking about what I had been left as a child to die. It's been 6 months of silence in that piece, and no one has responded, which I can respect, but no one has responded to my life's hardships since, which I cannot. Since I wrote that piece, I've been chased by a man on bath salts who came out from behind a van looking to rape or maybe kill me. I was fired as a result of that attack and made unemployed, without money or family, and I've starved many days this year. Nothing too new. I've starved a few times in my life, but the stress has never resulted in me losing a child I didn't know I had been drugged yet. The only family I've ever really had. This time it did, and it all made sense. Food is family, but I've always been a kid made skinny. Unfortunately, my kid shared my fate, and I failed him like you failed me, with very different intentions. Through all this, I did not howl. Perhaps because there is no one of my breed who would come running. Perhaps because even in the face of death, I still felt too unworthy to be saved. Perhaps because family should offer without having to be asked. 2 days after feeling my son die inside me, rent was due and I had nothing. I never asked for help. I didn't know a card arrived that day. It was a check from Teresa, who had unknowingly paid almost the exact amount. I cried when I opened it, not just for financial relief, which is fleeting, but because her love had saved me. What a rare and precious moment for me. I don't think I'll ever forget it. She broke my heart in a way it needed to be broken for so long. A week ago, my friend attempted to win full custody over her 5-year-old child who lives with an abusive father, the parallels of which are not lost on me. My friend is one of the strongest, most deserving good women I know. She painstakingly prepared every detail of that case for over a year, and in the end didn't win because the piece of shit father had family testify him. Joelle did not have family to verify her worth. It's a constant judgment used against you, sometimes to a devastating degree. This warrior had been wounded, and when I called and couldn't get a hold of her, I knew why. Like me, she needed time to lick her wounds. When I called a few days later, the service had been disconnected. I got worried. I wrote her and let her know that I was respecting her time to heal, but she needed to let me know she was okay. She called that day with a different number. She had removed her old number to get rid of the undeserving family that didn't care to defend her or her little girl. Bless children for showing you your own worth by showing you theirs. To reject that which has rejected you is a weak consolation prize I know too well. Regardless, I repaint having nothing into freedom. It was easy and natural for me to have responded to her situation as I did. It's what you do when you care for someone. It's what you do for anyone that is family. Family, I now realize, has always been as wide as a heart can stretch, not a home. Your silence has proved everything I feared that words ever could. Alden's comically harsh rejection has been exactly what I've always feared and known to expect. It won't keep me from myself anymore is exactly how it's always been, as just out instead of in. The pain of familial rejection has been so at the heart of all my pain, and I realize now it's exactly what has kept me from my dreams. I'm not sure you knew what they were, but I feared the stage, and in part because I feared the group rejection, but I realize now my dreams are worth more than my past has ever made me feel. They are what I have. We've all spoken of the fate of the lost child for years, which is a term, so there should be no surprises here. I guess all I wanted to say is I need to reject your rejection and stop taking it personally. So even though you can see what's happening is I'm having to accept that my family's not there for me, and I'm trying and I've tried and I'm tired. So, and they are what I have. We've all spoken of the fate of the lost child for years, so there should be no surprises here. I guess all I want to say is I need to reject your rejection, stop taking it personally. The fact that you left a child to die And the fact that it was possible for my son to die was never a reflection of my worthiness. Any piece of shit can have family. Any wolf that feels deserving can howl. What has happened here is a sad reflection of dysfunctional family who uses silent excuses to not show care. Your choice is not deserving of my love, but it is your choice. It is not my choice, and so with love, I'm going to go face the silence of the stage as if it was yours all over again. Every shaman must shed, and because of it, one day the people I love will love me. All is forgiven. If you should never be in need, call out. Always have food for you. Until our paths cross again, take care of one another. Namaste. So this is what I sent to my family before all this went down.